Hi there everybody, it's UK independent demonstrator Halsey here from slimandstylish.com. Thank you for joining me today. Today I have this cute little note card which is using 3 of my favourite sets. The new monochrome messages stamp set, and while I think this is really cute and I love how you can use the monochrome bits with these bits below, let's not lie, the reason I got this was because it has a massive great big H and I'm Halsey, so it just appealed to me. But it is a cute stamp set. There is also swirly frames. This one is probably one of my most used stamp sets because I just use the frames on it for background pieces and to make the card stand out. And painted poppies, which needs no introduction because it's beautiful. So let's get started on this card. First of all, you're going to need some scrap Whisper White, which I've got here, and I'm using this poppy here, which is the folded in poppy, and I'm going to want to stamp it twice. As you can tell, I've been making a few videos today, so watch out for these ones. They're coming up. 1, 2, and I've got my Poppy Parade blends, dark and light, and I've also got my light cinnamon cider. So I'm going to come in with a cinnamon cider just in the middle there, like that, and then I'm going to use the dark Poppy Parade along the edges of the poppy. Colour in the bits where the poppy leaves are folded, and along there like that, and do the same on the other one as well quickly. And then I'm going to take the light Poppy Parade and I'm just going to use the brush tip. So if you're new to Stampin' Blends, you have the bullet tip and the brush tip. I prefer the bullet tip because I can be a lot neater with the bullet tip, but I do think the brush tip is very enjoyable when you've got a larger space and you can just really get into the picture then like that. I think it looks lovely. When you're blending near the dark, I always find it a lot easier and helping the blending if you go in little tiny circles along the dark line. So instead of it then sticking out, you've got a nice blended pattern on it. Like that. And I'm just going to keep going in circles around this one. If you have got a smaller one like this one here, I completely did with the bullet tip. And then when I use the dark and go around the edges, I prefer to use the bullet tip because I know it's going to stay in the lines. But when you're just filling in, the brush tip is really enjoyable. Okay, so once you've done that, you're going to want to fussy cut it out, or you can use the dies to cut it out. And you're left with these 2 pieces. So I've got my Whisper White cardstock here. This is 9.5 centimetres. Sorry, no, it's not. It's 9 centimetres by 13.25 centimetres. 9, 13.25. And I have my big circle from my Swirly Frames stamp set, which is just this one here. And I'm going to grab my ink pad once I can find where I put it. There it is. I'm just going to ink that up. I find with swirly frames and stamp sets that are like it, there was another one like it in the last catalogue actually, that I miss them. I ignore them because they haven't got a pretty pattern on. They're not like a flower, there's no sentiments or anything else like that, but it just adds so much different to a card and works really well with so many of our sets. So I actually really love it. and I mean all of the frames are different sizes. Okay, these ones here have the little dots in, and these ones here have several lines, and that one there is kind of like my logo, so I like that one. There you go. I've got my H from my monochromes already on. Now the monochrome is quite clever. Ignore the fact that I told you it's for my name. It has the H for hello, happy and heartfelt. The C is congratulations, celebrate and cherish. And B, baby, birthday and beautiful. And you have got the is for that you can put on top as well. So you could do C is for, but I've actually just put the H and hello at the bottom. And it's also got these cute little bits that you can build up a card with, so it's not just the sentiments, which I think is really versatile. So I'm just going to ink up my H for Halsey. Right now I told you to ignore it, but I'm still saying it was a stamp set meant for me. And there's my H. And then my hello. And then my poppies are just going to go onto the side like that. But before I do that, I'm going to pop it onto the base. So first of all, I have a piece of Poppy Parade cardstock. This is 10 centimetres by 14.25 centimetres. I'm going to come in with my liquid glue. I've just noticed that I have got ink on it, just there. That's obviously come from my fingers. Not impressed with that. I'm going to fix that. Not exactly sure how, but I'm going to fix it. Now, do I want to fix it with ribbon? Or do I want to fix it with embellishments? That's the wrong red completely. There's the artistry bloom sequins, and I think they're beautiful, but I think all of them are going to, oh, that one might work out the right colour. Okay, I'm fixing it with the artistry blooms sequins. Or no, it doesn't look as good. I like them both on the thing. I'm going to fix it with the sequins. Would have just been better if I hadn't have got the ink on my fingers. This is a problem with enjoying working with Whisper White cardstock. I love Whisper White. I'm not really a coloured cardstock girl. I like my Whisper White. The only problem with it is it gets messy really quickly. You only need to get a bit of ink on your bone folder, on your desk, on your hands, and it ends up literally straight away on the card, which is a shame. So I'm just going to pop those on there with a dimensional on the back. I'm going to quickly stick that onto my Whisper White base. So I have a thick piece of Whisper White cardstock. It was an A4 sheet that I have cut in half, and I'm just going to score it in half. I'm really praying in my head that that ink has dried on my hands, because I didn't check. I just grabbed another piece of Whisper White, so I'm hoping they have. And there's no point me putting my hand down here because I've got white shorts on, so I realised what I did when I did it. I thought, no, don't touch the shorts. So that can go on there like that. Yep, like that. So when you score it, I've scored it at 10.5 centimetres, which is halfway across the cardstock. Where is my little take a pic tool? I popped it in the box with the rhinestones in. And I'm going to pop one of the great big ones just there on top of the ink stain, and a little one just below like that. And I'm actually going to pop one at the top, so it seems like I'm supposed to have popped these on the card. And you know what, I'm going to pop the exact same ones on this card so they look alike. And these are still the Artistry Blooms adhesive sequins. You get different colours in the pack, but I'd much prefer adhesive sequins because I can just stick them. I mean, I like using my take a pick tool to stick them down, normal sequins, but adhesive back for me just makes my job so much easier. And there we go, there's my note card. So thank you for joining me today. The stamp sets I used was Painted Poppies, Swirly Frames and Monochrome Messages. All 3 stamp sets are available from my store, slimandstylish.com. Go up to the header bar and click buy, and you'll find these plus everything I have used in this video today there. If you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator, so please stop by and have a look on the store and see what's there. If you've enjoyed this video, do give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know you're here, and subscribe for more content. I will see you all soon. Thanks everybody, bye!